Hey TK, so we are going to try something a little different today with our journals. You guys have been doing amazing with your writing, and since we only have about 4 classes left when we're going to be working with our journals or working with reading, then I wanted to try and do a journal prompt today. Now, prompt is a word that we haven't used yet. Prompt means that I'm going to give you a question or something to write about. So let's talk about our objective and then I'll explain more. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can answer a question in my journal. So like I said, I'm going to be giving you something to write about today. And I'm going to give you a sentence to use that you're going to begin with, and then you're going to write your answer and draw your picture. So like I mentioned, a prompt means that I'm going to be giving you something to write about. And today I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to write the answer to this question, the answer that you have, and draw a picture for it. So here is today's question. Today's question for our journal prompt is, what will you miss the most about TK? So we're thinking about how we're going to kindergarten next year, and we're all super excited about that, but there might be some things about TK that we might miss. What will you miss the most about TK? I'm going to show you how we're going to start off our sentence with this and what you could draw. All right, so here I am. I have my journal entry and I'm thinking about our question, which was, what will you miss the most about TK? So first I want to kind of brainstorm. What were some things that I really loved about TK? And of course, what I am going to miss the most about TK is my students. I'm going to miss you guys. Some things that you might miss are your friends, your favorite activities in the classroom, something we learned about, something that you did like PE or art or computers, which you'll still have in kindergarten, but things that were specific to TK, like the kitchen area that we had, or our little library, things like that. Or you could miss myself or Miss Cortez. You could miss your desks or your cubbies, just things like that. So you're kind of thinking about your experience in TK and what you are going to miss most. So like I said, I'm going to miss my students most. So what I want to do is I want to draw a picture of what I'm going to miss most. And I am going to draw a picture of all of you guys on the rug and myself up at the board. So I'm going to start by making little heads sitting on the rug. So there's all my friends at the rug, all my students, and I'm up here at the board teaching. And I'm going to draw myself. I'm going to draw me pointing with our pointer. And smiling because I love teaching you guys. I'm going to put in some detail of our classroom, like our little library area over here, the door over here in the kitchen area. Remember when we drew our classroom and we made a map and we talked about where everything was? So I'm trying to remember so I can make it really fitting to our classroom. So we have the cross up here that we would use for prayer. So I'm going to add some color now. I finished sketching. I'm going to add some color and then I'll come back and we'll talk about writing. So I just finished coloring my picture, so I'm going to check off color. And now I'm ready to write. So what I want to do now is look back at my question. And it was, what will you miss the most about TK? So we're going to begin by writing the sentence, I will miss, and then you're going to write what it is that you will miss. So I'm going to begin by writing I. And then our word will is spelt. Let's see if I can add it to my list over here. So I've added will to our list here because that is going to be the word that we're going to use, and I need you to know how to spell it. I will, I'm going to use some finger space. W-I-L-L, miss. That is spelled M-I-S-S, M-I-S-S, and now we want to think about what is it that we're going to miss. And for me, it's going to be my students. So let me give finger space, my And then students is spelled S-T-U-D-E-N-T-S. All done with my sentence, so I need to add a period at the end. And now my question was, what will you miss the most about TK? And my answer is, I will miss my students. So now it's your turn. You're going to use that prompt and answer that question today. Good luck, you guys.